giver comes in, goes out, expenses, losses, income and gain. Golden rules. To maintain the accounts, in the accountancy, 3 rules are given. All the transactions to be made or to be brought under the accounts, we use only 3 rules. All the transactions are coming only under these 3 rules. We have studied already. Under traditional approach, there are 3 accounts. One is the personal account, the other one is the real account, the third one is the nominal account. For personal account, there are 2 rules, one for debit and the other one for credit. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. And the second type of account, real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. This is the rule, golden rule for real account. What about the nominal account? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. So, these are the 3 golden rules of accountancy. Only using these 3 rules, any account is prepared. I repeat once again, listen. I hope you are all listening to the class, you are attending the class. If so, you just repeat. When I read these rules, you also just repeat it. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. Once again I repeat, the first golden rule, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Third rule, debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. These are all the rules, golden rules. You should bear it in mind. Using this only, we are going to prepare now the prime entry, that is called the journal entry, books of prime entry. We are going to do the prime entries now. We are going to the exercise, problem number 8, I hope. Problem number 8. Enter the following transactions in the journal of Manohar, who is dealing in textiles. Enter the following in the journal of Manohar. This is the format. You should listen very carefully, since you are learning these journal entries for the first time. You should know the format, which is very important. In answering the problems, the format is also given much importance, for that mark is allotted. Date. This is Journal of Manohar. Journal of Manohar. date, particulars. Then the third column is ledger folio. Fourth column, debit ₹5, and the fifth column, credit ₹5. So this is date, particulars, LF, ledger folio, debit ₹5, and credit ₹5. This is the format of journal. Under this journal, date, there is a column for date and another column for particulars. Third column for ledger folio, LF. Ledger, F, folio. Folio in the sense page number. That is ledger page number is called ledger folio. Shortly we write LS, and there is one column for debit and other column for credits. This is the format. Learn it thoroughly, because this will be very much helpful. Whatever the study you do or you make in future, it will be very useful. This is the basic of accountancy, how you should prepare the journal entries. Okay. I am doing problem number 8 from the exercise. I shall teach you very slowly, learn it very carefully, because this is the basic. This is the ABCD of accounts. Like ABCD in English alphabets, this is the ABCD of accounts, preparation of accounts. Learn thoroughly. We shall go to the problem number 8 now. Problem number 8, under the exercise, the date given is 2018 March March 1st. Learn the technique of writing this journal entries, how I am writing. Listen very, very carefully. I am repeating it because there is a method of writing journal entry, not as you like. Okay. For this, cash comes into the Manohar started business with cash. Cash comes into the business. Cash account, debtor, DR. That is DR is debtor. Don't read it as a debitor. No, it is a debtor. 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 Be silent. Cash account debtor to Manohar's capital account. To Manohar's capital account. Manohar's capital account. And under it, Business started. Business started. Business started. And we should write the amount, the same amount for debit and credit. What is the amount given there? 60,000. And the credit line 60,000. This is the journal entry. What does it consist of? A journal entry consists of debit and credit entries. The statement written in the bracket is called narration. I should explain you very many things, and we cannot go faster, and you should listen very carefully. A journal entry consists of this day, year, month, and the date. From the second transaction onwards, you can just mention the date. You need not repeat the year and month. You just write the date. Okay then, the first line is for debit. Second line is for credit. The amount, of course, the easy thing in this attempt is writing the amount. What amount is given, you write in the debit column as well as in the credit column. This is very easy one. You write 60,000, 60,000. See, this is, first line is for debit, second line is for credit. I shall explain using the rules. The statement written inside the bracket is called narration, I said. What do you mean by narration? A brief explanation given inside the bracket for the transaction made. என்ன டிரான்சாக்ஷன் நடந்ததோ அதனுடைய சுருக்கம் தான் இந்த பிராக்கெட்ல எழுது. Business started with cash. So the first line for debit, second line for credit. First line, why should we write cash account, debtor? Debit what comes in, the second rule, debit. First line for debit, we are using the rule, second rule of real accounts. What comes in when cash is invested into the business, when cash is contributed, what comes into the business? Cash comes into the business. Therefore, cash account debtor, cash comes in. Right? Then, the second line, Manohar's capital account, why should we write? Whoever the person starts the business, that name should be here. The cash is otherwise called there the capital. Businessல போட்ட பணத்துக்கு என்னென்ன பேரு தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவோம், முதல்னு சொல்லுவோம். The same thing here. The cash is invested into the business and the cash is called capital. And the rule for this is debit. You should write the assets on the debit and the other items like capital and liabilities on the credit. You should remember that. So, cash account debtor to Manohar's capital account. So, this is very important. Once again, I repeat, the date you will write, no problem. You will just see the question and you will write. The amount also you will write. The problem for you is, you should remember the entire format and you should know what should be written under the particular column. So that is very important. You should remember what should be written under particular column. Okay, that is very important. Okay, then now this cash account, why we are writing this cash account? We should use any one of these three rules. When something comes in, debit, what comes in? As I said, the first line for debit. What comes in when cash is invested into the business? Cash comes into the business. Therefore, according to the rule, what comes in? Cash comes in. Therefore, cash account and R. And the second one, it is the capital asset on the debit and the capital and the liabilities on the credits. So here to Manohar's capital account 60,000. So the first line for debit, second line for credit, and we are following any one of these three rules here to write. This is the first one. Second one, purchase the furniture for cash. The date 2/2. Immediately after passing entries. This what we use here in journal, passing entries in the journal. Passing, not writing, passing entries. After passing entries in the journal, after one journal entry, you leave a line gap. You should leave a line gap when you are writing it. One minute, pause right now. This is your accountancy notebook. You are using this page and this one for dates, next one for particulars, third one, this one for ledger folio, fourth one for debit rupees pies, and the fifth one credit rupees pies. The columns are there. You should open like this. How? You should open the column on label. Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, rupees pies, credit, rupees pies. This is how you should follow. This I have written it, just to have a glance at it. See the dates, you should make a box like this in the notebook. Make a box, day, and then particulars, ledger folio, this I have written. Then debit, rupees pies, the columns are separate here. It is already printed. You need not worry. You need not draw the lines what I did on the blackboard. The lines are there ready in the notebook. You need not worry, but you should learn where to write and how to write. That's all. Then here, debit rupees pies and credit rupees pies. This is the accountancy notebook. You buy a notebook and try to have the practice. And to your luck, okay, to your bad luck, I am not in a position to meet you, or else I shall teach you for each and every one of you how to write it. Because only in my presence I can correct you, but now I can give you general instruction. You follow the instruction carefully and write it. And I said in writing this debit and credit also there is a technique. You cannot write as you like. What I said as you like. Here This is cash account, debtor. Debtor. 2. Capital account. Like this, you cannot write as you like cash account somewhere, 2 somewhere, capital account somewhere. No, it is not permitted, it is not the method of writing. Then how you should write? You should write how I have written on the blackboard. Cash account in the margin, close to the margin you should start for the debit entry. Cash account, debtor, at the end, this margin end you should write, not here, here, here. As thinking that you are writing something stylish, no, it is not permitted, it is not the correct method. Don't do it so. Cash, this you should start with this debit line. I said the first line for debit, second line for credit. The first line you should start close to the margin. Cash account, whatever the length of this word, you start from here and write debtor only at this end, close to this margin. And 2 where you should write in the middle of this word, you should start with 2. Not like this. That's why I write. This is cash account debtor. 2, don't write here or here, somewhere like here. No, it is not permitted. It is not the correct procedure. So you should write 2 in the middle of this word. Middle. Suppose you are writing the term drawings. You are writing like this. Drawings account, debtor. 2 cash, middle of this word. Here, 2 cash account. Like this you should write. Don't think one line as you like somewhere, the second line as you like somewhere. No. And we shall pass on to the second one. Purchased furniture for cash. On second. Purchased furniture. When you purchase furniture, you check the rules. Receiver, nothing. What comes in? Furniture comes in. When you purchase the furniture, what comes in? Furniture comes in. Therefore, furniture account debtor. Furniture account debtor. What comes in? Furniture comes in. Furniture comes in. Purchased furniture for cash. You are buying the furniture by paying cash. You are paying the cash. So when you buy furniture, furniture comes in, you are paying the cash. Therefore, cash goes out. Furniture account debtor to cash account. Listen very carefully. The date, no problem, you will write. The amount is also, you need not worry. 10,000 it is given. You can write 10,000 in the same line, debit column, for the second line in the credit column. Right. Once again I repeat, when furniture is purchased, what comes in? Furniture comes in. So furniture account debtor, the rule, first rule, debit, first line for debit, second line for credit. Debit என்ன rule follow பண்ணணும்? Debitல இருக்கிற ஏதாவது ஒரு rule follow பண்ணணும். When furniture is purchased, what comes in? Furniture comes in. Therefore, furniture account debtor. And see the credit rules. What goes out? What goes out? Cash goes out. So, to cash account. Furniture account debtor to cash account. What goes out? For credit. Second line for credit I said. What goes out? Cash goes out. Therefore, cash account to cash account. How I have written? Furniture account from this margin. Debtor, the close of this margin. For the second line where I have started in the middle of the word, 2. to cash account 10,000. That's all. And the very important point, what we are writing in the bracket is called the narration, the brief explanation of the transaction made. Okay, right. What is the transaction made? Furniture purchased for cash. Furniture purchased for cash, or purchase of furniture for cash, or cash purchase of furniture. Anything you can write. This is the narration. Furniture purchased for cash. And the next one, third, bought goods for cash. Third one. So you leave a line. As soon as the journal entry is over, you leave a line in the notebook and then go to third. We shall continue it in the next class.